The Boys Season 4 is now releasing, and it is proving that the series has now told the same Frenchie story 3 times in 4 seasons. Frenchie is one of the main characters in The Boys, with him being a significant member of the titular team of anti-soup activists. Despite this, only one type of Frenchie story has gotten any focus throughout The Boys, making the character seem kind of repetitive. This same story is now happening again in The Boys Season 4, marking the 3rd time that this Frenchie story has happened in 3 seasons. The Boys Season 4 is finally here, with the highly anticipated continuation of Amazon Prime Video's critically acclaimed superhero series now releasing on the streaming service. The Boys Season 4 picks up right where The Boys Season 3 left off, with the titular team attempting to kill Victoria Newman before she becomes Vice President of the United States, while Butcher secretly works in the background to kill Homelander and save Ryan. Meanwhile, Frenchie has his own secret side story going on, but it is way too similar to Frenchie's other story from previous seasons of The Boys. The Boys Season 4 repeats the same Frenchie story for the 3rd time. It is again delving into Frenchie's dark past. Frenchie is the subject of another story in The Boys Season 4, but it is actually the 3rd repeat of a story that has been told in 2 other seasons. This time, Frenchie's arc centers on him falling in love with an employee at the Starlight House named Colin, with him working through his feelings and the complications caused by Frenchie's relationship with Kimiko. However, Frenchie is bearing a dark secret, as Colin is unaware that Frenchie is actually the one who murdered his family all those years ago. Storylines about Frenchie having a dark secret from his past that he must learn to cope with is nothing new for The Boys, as this has already happened twice in previous seasons. The first instance of this arc had to do with Frenchie's guilt over abandoning his post, which led to Lamplighter burning down Grace Mallory's house and killing her grandkids. Then, this same arc happened again when little Nina re-entered Frenchie's life, revealing his connections to the Russian mob and his former job as an assassin for her. How The Boys can move on from Frenchie's past in Season 4, because it needs to. Colin can finally wrap it up. The Boys Season 4 needs to find a way to move on from these stories about Frenchie's dark past, as it has happened way too many times to be interesting anymore. This storyline needs to be wrapped up early in Season 4, as it doesn't have enough steam to continue to be engaging throughout the season. Things would be especially bad if The Boys Season 5 did a similar story once again, meaning that Season 4 needs to take this route to abandon ship. The best way to move on from Frenchie's past is to have him reveal his secret to Colin, with Colin making the move to forgive him. If Colin agrees to stay with Frenchie on the condition that Frenchie is honest about his past, then any potential dark secrets would have been brought to life by the end of the Season 4 arc, meaning that it can't be repeated in future seasons. This seems like the easiest way to solve this repeat storyline problem, finally allowing Frenchie to grow as a character. Frenchie's The Boys Season 4 story contradicts a great Kimiko line. It's too late to use it to make a point. Kimiko has already had some interesting character development in The Boys Season 4, leading to one great line. In Season 4, a scene in which Kimiko visits a therapist is shown, with the two getting into an argument. In this scene, Kimiko explains that she believes that people aren't defined by their past, which is a major step considering that Kimiko has been worried about her connection to the Shining Light Liberation Army throughout the series. Despite The Boys Season 4 making a point of people not being defined by their past, Frenchie has been defined by his past ever since Season 1, contradicting this great line. While it is possible that this storyline could have been used in order to hit this point home, with Frenchie growing to realize this truth, it is far too late now. Frenchie has repeated the same story over and over again, and The Boys Season 4 simply needs to move on.